Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
During speech, Mattis turned to Trump and said 5 words that made Trump's heart stop. Yesterday, Mattis did something absolutely amazing and the media isn't reporting it. The day began with a moment of silence at the White House, and then the President and the First Lady traveled to the Pentagon to speak in front of the memorial of the plane that crashed into the building, killing 125 people. The stage was right in front of where the plane flew into the building, and the Pentagon unfurled an American flag over the crash site for his speeches. Mattis gave remarks commemorating the 3,000 lives that were lost that morning and then critiqued the temporizing of the fight against radical Islam. It was a shot at the Obama administration. We Americans are not made of cotton candy. We are not seaweed drifting in the current. We are not intimidated by our enemies. Mattis then paused and said something amazing to our president. Mr. President, your military does not scare. What an amazing speech. Mattis then continued. Our nation's troops today are worthy successors of our Revolutionary Army at Valley Forge, worthy successors of our valiant sailors at Midway and our Marines at bloody Iwo Jima, men and women of your armed forces, America, having signed a blank check to the protection of the American people and to the defense of our Constitution, a check payable with their very lives. Your military stands ready and confident to defend this country, this experiment in democracy. God bless our troops. Share this everywhere if you are thankful to God that we have real leadership back in this country in the form of Mattis. He will make this country strong again. Reporter just asked Hillary if she kills people, suddenly all hell breaks loose. Conservative journalist Loomer asked Hillary Clinton a question that everyone has been wanting to know. She asked, "What happened to Seth Rich?" "Hi, it's so great to see you. Thanks for having me," said Loomer. "So the American people would really like to know what happened to your 33,000 emails?" "Ha ha ha," Clinton said back. "What happened in Benghazi?" asked Loomer. "Go read the book," answered Clinton. "What happened to the millions of dollars that was supposed to go to the people in Haiti?" Loomer asked, referring to the millions of dollars in earthquake relief donations the Clintons were reportedly in charge of. "What happened to Seth Rich? What happened to your health, Hillary?" "You know what, I'm so sorry you believe things that are untrue," Hillary replied. "Read the book." After getting kicked from the signing area, Loomer ran up to Huma and said the following. "Huma, it's so great to see you. When are you going to divorce your husband for texting underage girls?" Loomer asked Huma about her husband, Anthony Weiner. Loomer was detained by Secret Service after this for 20 minutes, according to Cernovich.com. They were worried that someone was trying to grab a strand of Hillary's career because of Martin Shkreli's $5,000 bounty open for it. Laura Loomer previously questioned Chelsea Clinton at her signing about Johnita Broderick, who accused Bill Clinton of raping her. Share this everywhere if you will never be buying Hillary's book. We should not ever give this woman more money. She's already taken so much from this country. Let's show Hillary how many people are still against her. When anchor called Trump a white supremacist, Tucker Carlson blasted ESPN with the cold hard truth. Progressives have truly been ruining some fine American institutions, and ESPN is a prime example. The whole network has been hemorrhaging subscribers after a sudden hard left turn after being acquired by Disney. These are the same guys who wouldn't let an Asian American anchor named Robert Lee comment on a football game at the University of Virginia because someone might be offended. Yeah. They're that crazy. Now, what did ESPN do about this offensive tweet? Not much. The network released a statement the next day saying the comments on Twitter Jimmy Hill regarding the president do not represent the position of ESPN. We have addressed this with Jamila and she recognizes her actions were inappropriate. Oh, really? If she recognizes that her actions were inappropriate, why didn't she delete her tweet? In other words, nothing happened. Tucker Carlson at least was paying attention and was willing to call out Hill and ESPN, calling her statements a bizarre Twitter rant, saying ESPN stood for endlessly stupid political nagging, recalling that when Glenn Beck said something similar about Barack Obama, the world stopped. When asked to comment, Carlson's guest Fox Sports reported Clay Travis said of ESPN's comment, "It means that nothing actually happened because Hill is saying what the higher-ups at ESPN believe. I think this goes all the way to the top. Tucker. Disney and ESPN have decided we want to be a left-wing sports network." Boom. Said but true, folks. Another thing leftists have destroyed. Share this out if you are joining millions of others and turning off ESPN. HT The Hill. Right when Tim Tebow met with World War II vet, he reached up to do something miraculous. Former quarterback Tim Tebow has frequently been mocked by the left for being a Christian. Tebow just lets it all roll off his back and uses that faith to do good works and serve his community. That kind heart and gentle soul was on display in full force on Monday, as Tebow, a Florida native, spent time in a hurricane shelter with evacuees of Hurricane Irma. One person he visited was extra special and elderly World War II veteran who seemed so happy to chat with Tebow that he brought out his harmonica and played a little tune. Tebow said the veteran totally uplifted his spirits, and from the look on Tebow's face when he's listening to the vet, you can tell he means it. Tebow was a star quarterback for the University of Florida football team, and went on to play for the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. He later switched to baseball and now plays in the New York Mets' minor league system. Tim Tebow is a humble, kind celebrity who is frequently spotted showing enormous grace and class. He's exactly the kind of guy we need in popular culture for kids to look up to and emulate. Share this out if you agree. HT Fox News. Busted Hillary Clinton lawyer Cheryl Mills just got crushed by karma like never before. A judge in Maryland just slammed Hillary Clinton's shady lawyers with a heaping spoonful of justice on Monday. Circuit Judge Paul F. Harris Jr. ordered the Maryland bar to investigate Cheryl Mills, Heather Samuelson, and David E. Kendall for destroying thousands of Hillary Clinton's emails. Ty Clevenger, a New York attorney hell-bent on attempting to prove Hillary Clinton committed perjury, filed a complaint against the lawyers, saying they should be investigated for wrongdoing. Judge Harris commented that Clevenger's complaint appears to have merit. Former FBI Director James Comey declined to pursue charges against Clinton for using a private email server as Secretary of State, compromising classified information. The FBI offered Cheryl Mills and Heather Samuelson immunity for their testimony. Things are finally starting to catch up to Hillary Clinton. The process is slow. She's a big fish to fry and she isn't going to get busted over just anything, even if the least thing she's done would put an ordinary person away for years and years. The evidence is piling up though, and we're here to document all of it. The lawyers are now under investigation. The truth will come to the light. The media isn't going to advertise this one, so share it far and wide, patriots. HT Fox News. Trump greets journalist with a kiss. What happens next is insane. Katy Tur, NBC's former Trump correspondent, is coming out with a new book about her experience on the campaign trail. Inside, she makes a desperate attempt to cash in on her brief working relationship with the president. Trump's less than stellar opinion of Tur is well documented. During one campaign rally, Trump called Katy a third-rate reporter from the podium. At another, he gave the journalist one of his famous nicknames, Little Katy. Tur doesn't seem to care much for the president, either. In her new book, She includes a stunning passage that seems to accuse the president of something ridiculous. "Before I know what's happening, his hands are on my shoulders and his lips are on my cheek," Tur wrote of a meeting she had with Trump. "My eyes widen. My body freezes. My heart stops." The implication is pretty clear. Through coded language, Tur is desperately trying to evoke sexual assault. But all it was a friendly kiss on the cheek. It's a standard hello shared by many presidents, including Obama. Tur knows this and the media knows this, but they don't care. All they care about is feeding the lie that Trump disrespects women. Share so that Tur's story is seen for what it is, a baseless attack on the president. We can't let this anti-Trump reporter control the narrative on this story. Sneak attack. McConnell put a nasty surprise in new debt deal that Dems are gonna hate. "Y'all should know by now that I, Danny Gold, give credit when and where credit is due. And boy does Mitch McConnell deserve some major credit for that genius counter move he just pulled on the Dems today. Remember that debt deal the Dems made with Trump for hurricane funding? Well, Mitch slipped a little surprise in at the very end that they are not gonna be happy about. At the last minute, Mitch used his position as Speaker of the House to slip in a provision that bumps the debt ceiling negotiations back a whole year. That means Trump gets hurricane funding and the Dems got nothing worthwhile. Senator McConnell actually went and bragged about his big move to the New York Times. "Since I was in charge of drafting the debt ceiling provision that we inserted into the flood bill, we likely, almost certainly, are not going to have another debt ceiling discussion until well into 2018. One of the advantages of being the majority leader is you control the paper," McConnell bragged to the Times. "I wrote it in such a way that it does not prevent what is frequently done, which is the use of extraordinary measures. The minority leader and his team were trying to get us not to write it that way, but I did write it that way and that is the way it passed." Seems like this is a big win for Republicans who are hoping not to have more debt ceiling negotiations until after the 2018 elections. Still, President Trump has yet to comment on McConnell's move. If you all are glad that Mitch McConnell actually did something as the majority leader for a change, let him know it by getting this shared out on FB, Twitter, and whatever else you can think of.